Hi and welcome to the second episode of Fast Forward with me, Nasirra Ahsan. Fast Forward is a video series for ICE Business Times. Today we're interviewing one of the biggest names in marketing for Bangladesh. He's an established business marketer who's served in both local and multinational companies and currently was selected as a top 50 influential marketing leaders by CMO Asia. Currently, he serves as General Manager for Business Development and Marketing for Apollo Hospitals, Dhaka. We're talking about none other than Aftab Mahmud Khurshid. Mr. Aftab, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
I would like to begin the interview by asking you something about your educational background. So you have an MBA in Finance and Banking, but you have worked in the marketing sector. How did that transition happen?
No, actually, I graduated from finance and did my master's in banking.
Right.
Later, I joined in the consumer brands of ACI.
Right.
So then I think my career journey is going on in a marketing arena. I did my MBA later on after 3 years in marketing. So majoring in marketing basically.
You have worked in firms belonging to diverse industries. How has that helped you hone your skills for marketing?
Actually, diversity allow me to learn new skills and take challenges and do something new thing, which I cannot do in a one way if I stick in one position or one companies. So now I think it's a blessing for me to learn new skills and take challenges. And I count it as my one of the leadership trait.
What would you say is the future of branding in Bangladesh? Alternatively, what challenges can we expect in the upcoming years?
Now, everybody we know, we are forwarding those messages to the new generations or the companies. Digital era is there. So we have to follow the digital tools and the medium as well as beside our traditional media and the tools of marketing. So I think we need to think about digital platform with our traditional media as well.
We often hear about brands that care. In your opinion, what characteristics helps create a brand which consumers associate with empathy?
Brand actually is a promise. We have to deliver, and it's basically if anyone keep that promise and deliver that experience properly, so then people or consumer can take that brand as a caring brand. So whoever is the brand strategies or the marketing strategies are there, they should think about these things. We have to do something for the customer, for the patients, for the audience, whatever we do, it has to be caring at the end of the day. Otherwise, brand will not survive.
So what should local companies focus on in order to create a strong brand image?
Local company need to structure first because so far we know, and in my experience I have seen, they are not very much structured first, and they don't have such processes. Even they don't have basically the vision, mission and the values. So they need to set up these things first. At the same time, they should hire the right people for the marketing, not ABCD, because marketing is very much a specialized subject. But normally in our country we have seen our entrepreneurs or some owners doesn't focus on that part. So they just hire a person. But to make a business in a proper way, you need to market your product or services in a proper way. So if you just buy a chair table or a car or making a factory, at the same time you have to invest on the marketing also. So that part is missing lots of companies. So I think we have to invest more in marketing than any other things we do. Before, it says actually before product created, marketing is started. So we have to think that way. And sometimes we think in another way, we have to nurture those people inside. That is not also happening. And we think that should be taken care of by those companies if they learn their business in the long run.
What would you say is the biggest difference in the marketing structure between local and international company?
Most of the cases, local companies are sales-oriented and they don't understand much about the total marketing concept. They understand marketing means sales. So this is happening nowadays also. But MNC is more structured, more process-oriented. They have got policies and they know what they wanted to do. But my suggestion would be the local companies is time to look into these matters now, and they get more professional. They can hire more professional people for this, At the same time, they have to organize integrated way of marketing strategy linked with their corporate strategy.
Yes.
So that part is missing sometimes, and we found their board or the owner should know what is the impact of marketing. So otherwise only push sell is a short-term benefit oriented approach, but if you wanted to succeed in the competitive world, you have to think about brand marketing in a proper way, and you have to invest more on brand marketing arena or activities.
Right. You have several years of experience working for banks. How do you think the local banks are faring the scene now when it comes to digital branding?
The same scenario is local and multinational. There is a huge difference.
Yes.
Because multinationals are more integrated. They have got everything in a digital, or nowadays all the software based applications are there. But local bank is still trying to or struggling this area. Maybe the conceptual understanding is missing.
Yes.
So banks, specifically the local banks, need to understand the mindset of the consumer, their needs and wants.
Right.
And if they use these digital platforms like mobile banking, in fintechs, those kind of things, they can go to the mass level. Because in our country the mobile is around 75% people actually having mobile nowadays.
Right.
So reaching banks, or in other way we can say the financial inclusion, we can do by using this digital platform, but bank needs to understand and market it properly.
How can young professionals market themselves for their dream jobs?
The same thing, everything is marketing. They have to market themselves. They think they're a product in the job market. So think like that way. Everybody is a product, and they need to learn more new skills, and they need to learn more patience, and also networking. Network. They should find the right person, not only network, they should find the right person to network regarding their, as you said, dream job.
Yes.
So what kind of job they are thinking about. So this kind of people or this kind of role model they can select and groom them up in their way. And at the same time, now the social media is there. So it's a huge platform to promote themselves in such a manner so that right employer and employee can attract themselves. At the same time, there is a platform called LinkedIn, which is a professional marketing platform. So they can use the LinkedIn. Because I got a multinational job through LinkedIn.
Wow.
So LinkedIn worked actually.
Definitely.
So you can focus on that, but before that you have to understand what to write there, how you portray your headshot, and write about your skills, and write whatever you actually, not something superficial. So that portray your right attitude and aptitude both. At the same time, you have to do, or you can involve lots of extracurricular activities. Through that, your organizing capability, team building capability, leadership capability will enhance. At the same time, you can connect few other peoples, which can complement or indirectly help you out to finding your job. So I think network, develop your skills. At the same time, presentation and communication skill need to be developed. In our country, we have things, we found that most of the students who just passed out or the young professionals, they are not very much communicative. They are very shy and submissive. But you have to develop your presentation and communication skill. Because otherwise, this market is competitive. Somebody else will get the job. So that's the suggestion for me, the next generation.
People often mistake branding and marketing as the same thing. What are your views on that?
Actually, both are not same. People understanding advertising is all about marketing, but advertising is only one part or one component of total marketing, which is a communication part. But actually, everybody is responsible for marketing, from CEO to a supporting staff, or telephone operator to a security. So this is the attitude and all the touch points or of a customer journey actually builds a brand. Not only advertising. Advertising actually creates awareness, and PR builds a brand. And altogether the company attitude means attitude as a whole. Attitude of the employer, attitude of the employees, altogether builds the brand. So we call sometimes every points of context builds a brand. So I think for a sustainable company, those who wanted to do that, they have to address those points.
So, Mr. Aftab, these last two questions are more of personal nature. So, what inspires you?
I have nothing specific, but anything can be inspire me. It could be a song, it could be a person, it could be a book, it could be a movie, or it could be a scenery even.
Okay.
So, or it could be a situation.
Okay.
So that's it. But I like energetic people. That gives me more energy and positive people.
And finally, what do you do to stress relief?
Stress relief, actually, I keep quiet sometimes.
Okay.
Or I can go out for a walk, or listening music, or writing something.
You are a renowned lyricist for almost 30 years now. And has that ever helped you in the field of marketing?
Actually, it complements. It sometimes complements also. Marketing is also part of communication. So music is communicate. We communicate messages in a different way, lyrical language.
That's right.
And I think also as a lyricist, people accept me in a different way. So that is also an advantage. Sometimes it takes, it leverage lots of things. And another thing, people think if I'm writing songs, I might not be very much focused or serious. But in my work, I'm very much serious. And music is my passion, marketing is my profession.
Got it. Mr. Aftab, thank you for this insightful conversation.
You're most welcome.
And with that, guys, we're wrapping up this episode of Fast Forward. If you like our videos, please like, comment, and share, and do tell us what you would like to see next. Thank you.